What is going on, everybody? This is the final review of the Cellucor log for Cellucor Nation and Gurge and Mike from Cellucor Nation. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Again, can't thank those guys enough. Very happy for everything that was given to me over the past couple months. And the opportunity to make history and be able to do something like this with, I think the thread's got almost 4,000 hits on it. 4,000 hits. That's just immense for a low end log. Somebody like me that's I'm not a pro anything, so I'm just somebody just getting a lot of information out there, and it's really good to see Cellucor getting that kind of exposure. So thank you again, guys. We'll always be in touch, and I'll always be available. So wanted to jump in right in and give my thoughts on the 5 supplements that I had. That I tested: P6, NO3, C4, Bcaa, and Creatine. Just an amazing stack, to say the least. It was one of the best stacks that I've ever been on, especially just an all Cellucor stack. You can't really ask for too much more than that. But it was, and my gains on it were immense. The first thing that I'm going to go right into is just the individual supplement logs. For example, I'm going to go straight in with P6, my thoughts on it. So P6 is a test booster. It has various ingredients to boost your testosterone levels by a little bit. It's not supposed to be an illegal product. It's just a little test booster that you try to expect a little bit of gains on when you're bulking or what have you. It's supposed to give you about, the rough gains that you should be expecting are probably about 10% increase in gains what you would have taken rather than not being on P6. So I really enjoyed it. It's not that you can't or can notice a difference, but I noticed a difference through my numbers, and definitely through my deadlift, bench, and squat. Muscle mass gains, stuff like that is the stuff I noticed. I didn't really notice like all of a sudden you got a better libido, bigger dick. It's not like that. It's just you have a, you feel better through your gains, and that's the biggest way that I could explain it. I think during the log, especially on like a 185 bench, I went from repping 185 5 times to repping it 15 or more times, and I even changed my workout so that instead of benching and going like 3 inches off my chest, I started benching all the way to my chest and a little bit of arch in my back and changing it up a bit. But the premise is that even though I changed that stuff, I still made that amount of gains on my bench. So it's really great stuff. P6, just great stuff for the price. Can't ask for too much more. Next one is NO3. NO3 was probably the best pump supplement out there. As you guys know, it's a non-stim pre-workout or intra-workout, and I started using it as an intra-workout. For example, I take 1 scoop of C4 right before my workout, and then I take 3 tabs of NO3 about, say 20-30 minutes into my workout. And by the time I was midway into my workout, towards the end, I'd be, especially on like a lat day, my lats are just like, just pumped like crazy, chest to be pumped. You're just like, you get done with like a 15 rep set or something, hypertrophy, and you're just like, oh man, feels good. You like the pump, the bodybuilding pump. It's awesome. So can't say enough about NO3. Just a great non-stim pre-workout. If you're not on it, you got to get it. C4, one of the best pre-workouts on the market today. I can't really say anything better than that. It's just the taste was great. I had watermelon and just loved that taste. My favorite's actually blue raz, but watermelon was just as good too. And I think it lasted me 2 months. It lasted me quite a bit. Even through, I think I did 1 week deload, and it also lasted me that long through, I think I did 4 or 5 of those weeks were hypertrophy, and the other couple were powerlifting, excuse me. So, C4 just blew me away. I just loved the explosiveness on a powerlifting day, and the pump on a hypertrophy day. So it was awesome. The next one is Bcaa, which I got about a month into my log, but it was just awesome. First of all, you gotta love the taste of this stuff. It's delicious. I had lemon lime, and it tasted like Gatorade should taste. Gatorade's great, but it tasted like literally about like 10-20% better than Gatorade should be. Like with more of a like a tanginess to it, and it was just, I just love the taste of that. So after you work out, you're just like chugging it down, like delicious. And then not only that, but you, like 3 days later after a hard hypertrophy workout, you're just not sore at all in that area. So like you do like a chest workout, chest and tries, and like 3 days later you're just like, oh, let's go back at it again. It's great. And obviously for that exact instance, it's awesome, because then you can just go right back in the gym and hit it again, which is what we're all trying to go after. So great stuff from that too. A new supplement, core BCAAs from Cellucor. The next one is the creatine. I'm actually still on this because they gave me a 60-day supply, 60 servings, and I'm probably not even through half of it. So I'm going to be actually keeping this log up for a little while and posting about the creatine and my gains that I receive. But the creatine is, I don't know what it is, but it says unflavored, but I think it's flavored and it tastes pretty good. I mean, that's just my premise with it. But I take it almost after every workout. I don't really time it or anything. That's just when it's preferably good for me to take it. And creatine monohydrate, and obviously there's a couple other little things in there from Cellucor that they like to do for their core series creatine. But I mean, creatine's creatine, and core series Cellucor is no different, and it's awesome, and pretty good price point too. So what else are you gonna ask for? So I'd like to wrap this up with my gains that I made on this log. A lot of my measurements pretty much stayed the same. I added an inch to an inch to my chest. I added an inch to my neck, of the strangest things. Lost an inch on my waist. I think I stayed the same, or lost an inch in my hips as well. I think I stayed the same in my thighs, stayed the same in my calves, stayed the same, or maybe gained a half an inch in my forearms. My arms, I think, gained half an inch or stayed the same. So not really a big difference in my size, but I stayed the same weight too. I'm still at about 185, but I'm benching like 30 more pounds than I was at the beginning of this log. So I added 30 pounds to my bench. I added 40 pounds to my deadlift, and I added, I think, 30 pounds to my squat or something like that. So you're looking at a total of like 100 plus pounds to your big three in 2 months. Get on this stack if you're not on it. Obviously, making some huge gains. Obviously, that has a lot to do with how I reacted to it and the program that I was on. But, I was just basically on a modified PHAT program by our Lane Norton, everyone knows. And it's a little bit of daily undulating periodization as well. But this stack just blew me away in terms of my big three for sure. I changed up my form on all of them, and I still made some immense gains. So, I can't thank the guys, Gurge and Mike at Cellucor, enough. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Was pumped to do it and honored to do it. And I really hope I'm able to do something in the future. And just, without any more said, from the deepest of my heart, thank you very, very much. Take it easy.